Hi, Sandy here. New video for you today, and this one's going to be going over another segment of my channel. I think my channel's going to be broken up into sort of three main segments. The main one being, self-sufficiency and turning the property we have into a sort of proper small holding, and sort of, like I say, bringing in livestock at some point, growing our own fruit, veg, rearing chickens for eggs. It's all sort of options we want to explore. Another segment of this channel is going to be sort of like my sort of restoration projects, and sort of bringing old dilapidated equipment sort of back up into a usable state, and basically doing as much of the work yourself to sort of keep costs down low and give you functioning equipment that you can use on the small holding mainly, and not having to fork out hundreds, thousands of pounds for it. And then the third sort of main segment of the channel is going to be a sort of home renovation project. We bought this property about 3 years ago, and we've just recently got it through planning to get the house rebuilt and get it the way we want it. So yeah, I'm going to give you a tour of the property as it stands, and we have started some of this sort of work to it in the way of gutting the building out, and getting it ready for the renovation project. So yeah, without further ado, I'll show you our property, and this is it. So it's, like I say, an old sort of traditional farmhouse. It's sort of like store and a half, and yeah, it's been dated on maps that go back to 1866 from what our architect told us. So yeah, nice little house, but just a little bit on the small side, for a grown family. We probably get by, but we just want that a little bit more space. So I'll give you a bit of a tour. The door's a bit stiff, so you come into the porch. Sorry, a bit out of breath. You come into the porch. We still use this just to keep our freezer tumble dryer in here. Like I said, the place is a bit of a mess. We still using it for a bit of storage. So I'll try and light it up as much as I can. So yes, like I say, a lot of junk sitting around. But yes, it sort of consists of the original dwelling, and it had a couple flat roof extensions built onto it. Sorry, I could have been done with some better lighting than this, but this is all I've got. So like I say, we've started ripping the sort of walls apart, taking the radiators off, all the plasterboard off, and yes, I believe this section may have to be rebuilt entirely. In this area where there's a lot of boxes being stored, that was a small bedroom, and there's a wall along here, and you can see where the door would have been into what would have been the master bedroom, pardon me, in the house. Looks like there would have been a fireplace originally. But yeah, excuse the mess. Like I say, we've been ripping off all the plasterboard. So yes, this is the living room. Through there we just were, that was like a secondary sitting room. And then little sort of back hallway, bathroom. Yeah, nothing fancy. Ripped out the sort of cast iron bath that weighed a ton. And this is where the kitchen was. So yeah, we got it all sort of gutted out, ripped apart, and just sort of in a position where it's near enough ready. We're ready to be sort of worked on. So it's going to be sort of a fairly major overhaul. And the existing roof is going to be removed. And there's going to be an extension added to the property also. Moving around the back. So yeah, again, we've sort of started taking this bit up here apart, and we got so far, but we couldn't take any of the sort of paneling off because I believe it's due to Scottish law. You have to have a BAT survey carried out when you are going to be doing works on a property like this. So yeah, that cost the best part of like £500 just to basically have people come out and watch the property to make sure that bats aren't flying in and out. But like I say, this is me upstairs, and there is not a lot of room. Not a lot of room at all. You know, it's not really suitable to have a sort of property like this, especially with kids. You know, it doesn't appear to be very safe. So yes, there we have it. You got lovely views from the windows up here, so yeah, I'd sort of just give you a bit of a tour of the property as it stands, and yeah, keep you updated along the way. So, as I mentioned earlier, we have planning permission, we have that in place, but we still need the building warrant. So yeah, just wait for the building warrant to come through, and it's getting on in the year, so we'll probably leave it till spring next year to start sort of digging out the back of the house and putting in foundations. So yeah, a lot of work ahead of us. Yeah, it's going to get quite stressful at times, I bet you, but we'll get it done eventually. Again, I wish I had a sort of bank account full of thousands of pounds where I could just throw money at it, but yeah, it doesn't work like that. Not for me anyway. We've got to sort of carry out this project over a sort of fairly long period to be able to afford to do it. Unless I win the lottery, that'd be nice. So yeah, I'll probably give you a quick tour on the external parts of the building, and yeah, maybe wrap it up after that. So excuse the mess. Like I say, this is a active project. I utilise some of the space in the front garden. It's a bit overgrown now, but I utilise a bit of the space to grow some veg. Just put some potatoes, broad beans, onions. Tried growing a little bit of garlic, but that seemed to get eaten by the slugs, which I was kind of surprised about because apparently they don't like it. So yeah, so see, it's not far from being a derelict property. Ivy growing, overgrown, that needs to be ripped off. The gable end, effectively in the sort of plans that we have, is going to sort of come further out and be in line with this part of the building here, and then it's going to come across. Again, very overgrown, a lot of improvements to make. Obviously the plan stipulates that we remove some trees because they're close to the existing building and outbuildings. So yeah. For the rear of the property here, and effectively from this wall we're going to go out, from memory, about 3.5 meters and come all the way around and back to where that sort of gutter pipe is over there, and that's going to be our sort of kitchen dining area, which will be quite sizable. So, and then there'll be sort of double doors that'll lead out to sort of decking / patio area. Yeah, so it'll be very nice if we ever get it done. We will get it done. It's just going to take a while, take some time. So, yep, that's another project we've got on our hands. And again, going along with my main topic and trying to be self-sufficient, or as self-sufficient as I can be, I'll be attempting to do a lot of the work myself. We've got family members that can help us out and work in the trade, so they've offered to give us a hand. You know, we've got an uncle that's a builder, and yeah, we'll just slowly pick away at it and make this renovation project work. Ideally, I would like it to be off grid. So there is solar panels included in the planning permission, and yeah, I'd effectively want to try and generate as much as my own power. I'll need more than just what's allowed to be installed on the property, but I've got outbuildings I can install solar panels on upon putting in a small wind turbine and having a sort of decent battery store to store all this energy and charge your batteries up and power the house. There's not going to be any fossil fuels to heat the property, so that's, you know, a plus. We're going to have ground source heating, which saps up quite a lot of electricity, so that's going to be a challenge to do that off grid, but you know, we'll work away at it. And yeah, I actually did a video of the property when we first bought it back in 2019, and what I'll do is I'll edit that and put that on, and put a description to that video onto this as well, so you can sort of see the state it's in now compared to what it was when we first bought the property. We've cleared quite a bit of land that was overgrown, and yeah, we've done, it won't look like it, but we have done quite a lot of work to get it to where it is today. So yeah, we'll keep you updated on how the renovation project's going. Like I say, I'll put a couple of videos out, you know, in the near future showing this one that I'm recording at the moment. The video I recorded back in 2019, sort of just walking around the property. But yeah, that'll probably be it until spring of next year, when the sort of building warrant will be in and real work will begin with groundworks, drainage, install a new septic tank, getting a new roof. I haven't even ordered a roof yet. I kind of scared to look. I did get a quote for our previous design I was working on with the architect, and yeah, it was not fun seeing that price come in. But I'm hoping the sort of timber pricing is settled a little bit since then, and the way it's been redesigned may make it cheaper, may make it more expensive. I'll soon find out. But yeah, just waiting on the architect to put those detailed drawings together. So yes, welcome to our renovation project, and hopefully enjoy following the progress we have along the way. Right, thank you.